What do you plan on doing after graduation? Hi friends, so I'm doing my Q&A that I posted on Instagram yesterday. I said I was going to film it Friday, but I have some free time now, which is Thursday. So I'm going to do my personal section of the Q&A, but a lot of them are slightly redundant, so I'm just going to answer it once and not answer it again. So first questions, what is your skincare routine and how did you become vegan? So my skincare routine is I wash my face with ocean salt, oh my gosh, and I posted that on my vlog the other day for my Lush haul, and then I put lotion on. That's pretty much it. And how I became vegan and why I became vegan, I have another vlog about that, or another video about that. So I've gotten a lot of questions and I've already answered these questions in other videos, so in the comment section below or in the info section I'm going to include the links to those. So how did you and your boyfriend meet? So we actually went to the same high school, and I had a really big crush on him, and he was a year older than me, and I was a freshman, he was a sophomore, and I thought he was the cutest damn thing in the whole wide world. Like, he actually cared about what he looked like, his hair was cute, he had a little side sweep Justin Bieber thing going on, and if you know what freshman boys look like, most of them are not cute, and I thought he was the cutest thing in the world. So I wrote him love letters and we kind of texted, but he had a girlfriend and he always dated really, really pretty girls, and freshman year of high school, I was not the ideal of beauty, let's just say that. So we also went to Europe together on a school trip in 2010, so I was going into junior year and he was going into senior year. And then my freshman year of college is when we actually started kind of talking and becoming friends. He messaged me on Facebook talking about nutrition, and we started getting together a couple times a week, or I lied, a couple times a month to go to like lunch dates or dinner dates, and he ended up becoming my best friend, and I really, really liked him. But after 2 years, he didn't make a move, so I didn't think he liked me, but alas, he did. So that's how we started dating. What is your favorite Netflix show? Oh my god. Okay, so if you know me IRL, you know I'm addicted to Netflix. I'm currently watching Criminal Minds and I'm obsessed with it. But I really liked Lost, Dexter, Lie to Me, Blacklist, which is so good, and Scandal, and now I'm on Criminal Minds. So those are my top ones. I would say I've watched so many shows all the way through, but yeah, I like those. So why did you decide to live at home and not go away to college? So the only university that I really wanted to go to was in St. Louis. So I'm from St. Louis and I go to St. Louis University. So it's a really good university. I would say it's probably one of the best ones in Missouri with the exception of Washington University. But all of my friends from high school either went to Mizzou, Missouri State, or SEMO, and I had no desire to go there, and so I only applied to SLU, and I live about 20 minutes away from it. So I sat down and talked to my parents, and my parents are kind of helping me with college. I have a lot of scholarships and loans that I took out, but they decided to help me a little bit, which I'm forever grateful for. But they could not afford to have me live on campus, and neither could I. It's about an extra $12,000 a year, and my university by itself is about $40,000 a year just for tuition. So I didn't really want to pay those in loans, and I definitely couldn't afford it with my really low minimum wage job. So that's why I decided to live at home. Do you like to travel and would you like to compete worldwide? I absolutely love to travel. I try to go to Europe every other year. I've pretty much seen all of the Western European countries. Now it's time to go to the Eastern. And as far as competing, I don't know what you meant by that, but if you mean like bikini competitions, absolutely not. But would I like to compete like in strongman and stuff? Perhaps, but I'm not really that good to where I would be competing worldwide. Will you be doing a spring challenge once the winter one is over? Yes. If you were a cat, which breed would you like to be? I don't really know cat breeds, which is sad, but I would be a black cat. I think I have a black cat right now and she's sassy as fuck, so that one. What is your favorite makeup? So at the moment, I'm kind of obsessed with Fairy Girl lipsticks. If you've seen me wearing lipstick in the past like month and a half, especially on Instagram, it's from Fairy Girl. I'm in love with their products. So what do you plan on doing after graduation? IDK, but I know I need to go to grad school, but my plan is to move to Colorado and do some stuff out there, find research opportunities out there, especially in Boulder or Denver. So if you work in a psych research department in Boulder or in Denver, hit me up because I definitely need to do that. Makeup tutorial. Oh my god, 10,000 people have asked me to do this. So I actually made a makeup tutorial in the past and I got yelled at by makeup people, by like people that actually know how to do makeup. Like, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong, you're doing this wrong. I got, you know how you can like and dislike YouTube videos, and most people have more likes than dislikes. On that video, it was pretty much the same. So I deleted it. I'll make one later once I get my life together. But right now, I really don't know anything about makeup except what looks good on me. So maybe once I figure some shit out, I'll make a tutorial, but not at the moment. Some makeup tricks for someone suffering with acne. Get a good concealer. I use a concealer and I use BB cream, and then I use a powder. So I think those three together are really good. Also try getting a primer because that's gonna help cover the acne scars, especially more so than just putting a foundation on. What's your favorite sassy quote? Okay, this is my favorite one. I like my coffee how I like myself, dark, bitter, and too hot for you. How do you learn to be confident? So confidence, I think, stems from self-love. So in order to be confident, you need to love yourself. So self-love is something that you need to practice every single day. It's not going to come easily at all, and it's going to feel like you have made absolutely no progress and that you're just kind of faking it till you make it, if that makes sense. But once you do it for a long time and once you reassure yourself and start actually liking yourself, that's where confidence comes from, in my opinion. So I know I wasn't confident until I actually started loving myself and stopped blaming myself for every single thing that goes wrong in my life. So yeah. Where do you get your leggings? So the majority of my leggings are from Lululemon, and that place basically stole my wallet. So I try not to go there super often because I walk out with too many things that I do not need. But yeah, so most of my leggings are from Lululemon unless indicated otherwise. I do have all my shorts are from Nike, like all my pros and stuff, and I do have some Nike pants as well. How do you prevent acne so well? I don't. So you know how a lot of people have acne when they're like 13, like that's when it peaks, when you're going through puberty and stuff. So I didn't really have that. My acne came a little bit later in life. I would say I probably started getting breakouts at like 14 or 15, but it didn't get really bad until I was about 17. So from 17 to 19, that time frame, I was breaking out a lot, and I went to the doctor and I was put on pretty much everything with the exception of Accutane, because I really just didn't want to be on it. I was about to get on it, but for Accutane you need to be on 2 types of birth control, so I was gonna take the pill form and then sign like a waiver. But so I went to go get the pill, and maybe that was gonna help me with acne, and it kind of did, but not really. And then I started being vegan, that helped a lot. But so try consuming more plants and see if that helps. If not, then definitely go to your dermatologist. I mean, I still have breakouts. My acne scars are out the fucking ass. You kind of have to live with it, and I don't prevent acne. I just wash my face, and acne does not stem from you not washing your face. So sometimes you'll get pimples if your hands are dirty and you constantly touch your face, but other than that, acne is something that is hormonal. So yeah, go to your dermatologist if it's something that you're worried about. Besides, okay, some of these questions are actually really good. Like, I've never been asked them, that's why I'm super confused, so I apologize. So, besides body image, what's something you struggle with often, and what are your post-college plans? So I said my post-college plans kind of, but I live my life in extremes. Okay, this is something that I suffer with, is living my life in extremes, and I think that's where my body image stems from, because I have to be perfect or I'm not perfect, and my not perfect is the lowest end of the spectrum. And like being a horrible human is what I associate with, which is so bad. But I do live my life in extremes, and I get addicted to things very, very easily. So I need to always approach things and try to find balance, because here's an example. The other day, it wasn't the other day, it was like 3 months ago. Blake told me he was gonna get me food from downstairs because he lives on the top floor. and his kitchen's downstairs. And so he said he was gonna get me food if I downloaded Clash of Clans because it's a game that he's been playing for a while, and I always yell at him for it. And he's like, Nika, if you had this game, you'd understand, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay, whatever, I'll download it. I don't care. I'm just not gonna play it. And of course I got addicted to it, and that's all I've been freaking playing, and it consumes my thoughts, and I dream about it, and it's just bad. And so my life, living in extremes would definitely be one of my biggest problems. And yeah. What is your favorite movie or favorite movie genre? I don't watch movies very often. I used to watch them a lot, but I want to say chick flicks are my favorite movie drama just because they keep me entertained, but the feminist in me also gets enraged and pissed when I watch them. I took a, it's called the Female Buildings Roman, Women on Film. It was my English class last semester, and basically we looked at different cinemas, like where women are the protagonists and how that works and how it relates to literature of the male buildings roman, which is like the traditional coming of age novel, and how the narrative changes when you put a woman in the center, and pretty much everything pissed me off. So I can't say, and I really don't have a favorite movie. I like a lot of movies. What are your favorite Lulus? So up until like 3 weeks ago, the only Lulus I had for the most part were High Times Wonder Unders, or just Wonder Unders in general. And I'm wearing some right now, which are great, but I just discovered the Align pant, and it's high rise. It's a little bit higher rise actually than the Wonder Unders, and it's so damn soft. Like, they just feel like you're not wearing pants. And a few people I saw posted on Instagram, they're like, oh my god, I got the Align pant, I don't feel like I'm wearing pants. And I was like, okay, they're full of shit. Like, you're never gonna not feel like you're wearing pants. And you don't feel like you're wearing pants, and I want to go back and get every freaking. So how do you stay so positive? I'm struggling with loving my body. So it goes back to the confidence thing. Like, you need to practice self-love every single day in order for you to get to that point, if that makes sense. So with positivity, I've been in a really negative state of mind lately. If you guys couldn't tell with my other video and just like my posts and stuff, and I've really been trying not to be overly negative on social media and overly open about how much I'm struggling, just because it's really hard for me to share things like that, especially if people in real life know. It's easy for me to share whatever I want if no one I know is going to confront me about it, but a lot of people do, and that's so scary and so hard. So I have been struggling a lot lately, and what helped me get through the slump, I would say for the last week or so, I've been feeling pretty good, is reading and journaling. As crazy as that sounds, at least for me, that's what I know brings me back to like my peaceful center. So just reading good books. I like nonfiction and fiction. And so either of those genres will work for me, but you need to find out something that works for you. So that might be going on a shopping spree, or taking a bubble bath, or just looking in the mirror and saying self-affirmations, just to say you need to do something proactive to change your mindset, because if you don't do something, nothing's gonna change. So that would be my goal, is do something proactive. Even if you think it's not working, as long as you're doing something different than you were before, I think that's gonna yield a more positive attitude and outlook on life. How do you manage time with college, studying, homework, cooking healthy meals, and working out? So I have an entire blog post on that. So I didn't make a YouTube video about it, but I made a blog post, so I will link that below as well. What's your hair routine, and how did you get your hair to look so healthy? I feel like I have to wash my hair every time I go to the gym, and it's damaging it. So I don't wash my hair very often. I wash my hair probably twice a week, I'd say. It's like once every 3 or 4 days. So like I said, I use Big as the shampoo. I use a random conditioner that I get from TJ Maxx. And then when I get out of the shower, I make sure to put oil in it. So either argan oil or coconut oil or Moroccan oil. And I don't use heat on my hair pretty much ever. So as long as you let your hair do its own thing, it's pretty much going to be okay, as long as you're putting the proper conditioning in it, especially if you dye your hair. You don't want to wash it with shampoo every single day. If you sweat a lot at the gym, just wash your hair with water. That would be my recommendation. Or get dry shampoo, which is great. I use the one from Lush. It's called No Drought. and it works really well. But yeah, for your hair, you're not gonna wanna, I like never straighten my hair. I blow dried it yesterday. But it was only for like 2 minutes because it already had been air drying. I never straightened my hair. I can't remember the last time I straightened my hair. It was like years ago. And then I curl it maybe once a month, like maybe. And I also stopped teasing it and stopped putting stupid shit in it like hairspray. So that's what's helped with my hair to keep it healthy, and it's been working very well. What are you studying in school? Do you work at a gym, and how much would you say a personal trainer makes? I'm studying psychology, and I'm majoring in psychology and minoring in biology. I do work at 2 different gyms, and personal trainers, you can't really say how much they make because it's going to be 100% dependent on how many clients they have. So if a personal trainer has 1 client, they're not making much. They're making like, and it depends on packages too. So like I can sell a package that's $100 and or I can sell a package that's $600, and my paycheck is going to be very dependent on that. So if I only sell one $100 package, I get $70 because I get 70% of it. So that's really shitty. So as long as you have a steady clientele, you can be making a pretty decent living. But as far as job security, personal trainers pretty much have none. Do you get any hate for being vegan? And if so, how do you deal with it? I get so much hate for being vegan in person and on the internet. I can't tell you how many fitness people just randomly hate me, have never spoken to me. They hate me just because I'm a vegan. And for me, how I deal with it is people hate me and go out of their way to be rude to me because I don't want animals to die. Like, fuck me, right? What an awful person I am. So it's pretty easy to get over it and not really care. But yeah, that's how I get over it. Tips for getting over someone. So I'm assuming this is like in a breakup. Just do your own thing. Find something that you enjoy doing. So I remember when my boyfriend of a year broke up with me, my heart was crushed and I was a sad ball of tears, and that's when I got into fitness and nutrition, honestly, because I needed to find something that was going to better improve myself while also distracting me from that. And I think that distracting yourself and not giving avoidance of something is not necessarily good, but it's also not good to dwell on how miserable you are either. So it's finding that middle ground, and honestly, it just takes time. Like, after he broke up with me, I honestly thought that I was dead. I was like, I'm never gonna stop thinking about him. He's the love of my life, blah, blah, blah. And then like a year and a half later, I like forgot he existed. So, not really dwelling on it is what I would say. And if you're young, then you'll get smarter with age and you'll mature and you'll realize that breaking up with someone is not the end of the world. Which country other than the ones you've visited would you want to visit most? So I really want to go to Dubai because I think it's freaking awesome with all the technology and stuff. I definitely want to go to Eastern Europe. I want to go to Machu Picchu so bad, which is in Peru. And I think that would be really cool to hike the Andes Mountains. I really want to go to Canada and go to British Columbia and ski there, even though I'm not that good of a skier, but I think I could get by. I definitely want to go to Thailand and the majority of the Asian countries, especially the ones that are affordable, I would say. And I think going to Australia would be really cool, but I think I'll save that for later. Where did you get your nutrition certification and your personal training certification? So I got all of my certifications through ACE, which is the American Council on Exercise. I know NASM does that as well. So, all right, those are this is my video for my personal questions. I can't even imagine how long the video for the fitness questions is gonna be. So thanks for asking them, and I'll see you guys later.